Good Friday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majewski back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Weather Studios with your Talking Live weekend forecast update. Hope you're having a great day out there. Hey, now make sure if you want to stay up on the latest weather information that you go ahead and give this Facebook page a like right here, as we kind of keep you updated here on what you can expect weather-wise here on the Talking Live broadcast channel. Now, what we're expecting is a pretty decent weekend. Not bad. It'll be a little hot, but not extremely bad. That kind of arrives heading into next week. So I've got some updated numbers for you here, and we'll talk about the extreme temperatures we're going to expect. But also, it doesn't appear that it's going to be sticking around very long. We'll show you the latest 7-day as well. So let's go ahead and take a live look right now at the Chattanooga Zoos. We've got some sunshine, some clouds out there. Couldn't rule out a stray shower or two here for today, but nothing that's going to be too widespread here across Chattanooga, all across East Tennessee and North Georgia. Really not looking bad. Looking over here toward Lake Chattooga, also looking pretty good here with some sunshine. Definitely a good day to head out to the lake, really all weekend long. So if you're heading out to any of the area lakes out there to have some family time before the kids go back to school, really looking pretty good out there. All right, so the story continues to be the heat. Obviously, it's summertime, but we're talking about extreme heat, definitely above the norms here. Heat advisories back off across Tennessee, back to Arkansas and Louisiana. We have extreme heat watch over there in the Carolinas right now. And a lot of this map when we come back on Monday is going to have a lot of orange and maybe even some excessive heat warnings out there. Some of those feel-like temperatures could be approaching 105, 110 degrees even into our area here going into early next week. Now, right now on the radar, again, we got a few showers there across extreme eastern Tennessee there to the southeast of Athens. See a couple of showers there just to the northwest of Chattanooga as well. So again, hit and miss spotty shower is a possibility here for today, and we'll do that again for tomorrow as well. Now, as far as the tropics, we've been tracking this all week long, this little disturbance that's going to be moving into Texas and moving northward here. Don't have to worry about this. This development chance is only running about 10%, and it's running out of real estate real quick, so it's getting ready to move inland. Not going to be a problem here. See some scattered storms here across over toward the Florida Panhandle, over toward Mobile, and you see the bulk of this moisture going to move in toward Texas and should move up toward the north here, and just kind of, bubbling cumulus clouds here all across the southeast here on your Friday afternoon. Now, looking at your regional perspective here, again, where the temperature's already up into the mid-80s. We're going to top out in the low 90s here for Chattanooga for today. There's high pressure up there toward the north there, sitting on the Tennessee-Kentucky line. And looking like we're going to see pretty much this high that's going to be building in all weekend long across the southeast. And that's going to translate into some very warm temperatures, hot temperatures into next week. So looking at the regional model here, as I got this thing looping, the one thing you're going to see is kind of the lack of activity as it's going through. Again, we got a scattered shower or two, a possibility all weekend, but nothing's going to be too widespread here. Going throughout the day on Sunday, it's pretty limited here. So as we go, let this thing loop back on through again here. We're looking at your Friday afternoon again, a few isolated showers here on your Friday. You see some down there in Alabama and Georgia. Going into your Saturday, we've got this looping in the afternoon again, a few isolated showers or two around. But again, a lot of areas are going to be dry, sunny. So if you got to get that yard work done, shouldn't be too bad. Just make sure that you stay hydrated and don't stay out there too long, because this heat's going to be building all weekend long. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at your forecast maps here as we look at the latest from the National Weather Service here. I'll go ahead and highlight this for you. As we go through the next 7 days, we're going to be tracking a frontal system next week that'll beat back this heat wave a little bit. So as we go into the week ahead here, as we go into your Saturday, things looking pretty quiet, not looking bad there going into Sunday. But you see this high pressure here really starting to develop here across the southeast. It's going to keep our weather hot and pretty much on the dry side. Again, the only reason why we even have the chance right in the forecast just because of the extreme temperatures. You can ever bubble out a shower thunderstorm pretty easily here. But going into Monday, that high really starts to kick in very high, very big time there going into Monday and Tuesday. Tuesday looks like it'll probably be the hottest of the days there. Then as we go into Wednesday and into Thursday, here comes that frontal system. There's the front on Wednesday. It's this frontal system here. This is a pretty decent high that's going to be coming on down. And this frontal system is going to kind of chip away that heat dome just a bit and increase the rain chances. So the rain chances will be coming up as we go into Thursday and Friday of next week. Thursday and Friday, and there's that front kind of settling on in here. And that'll help with that high pressure there kind of moving on in here. We're going to bring those temperatures down here across our area as we go to next Friday, as we should get back to closer to seasonable norms. But in the meantime, boy, the first part of the week, it's going to be pretty bad. So let's go ahead and take a look at that forecast here for tomorrow. Looking at 94.75 there in Chattanooga, 30% chance of an isolated shower or thunderstorm, nothing too widespread there for your Saturday. Elsewhere, it looks like temperatures here mostly in the 70s, low to mid 70s, except for upper 60s over in the mountains as usual. Mostly clear once we get past whatever evening shower or thunder shower may pop in here for this evening. going for your daytime highs tomorrow. Notice the purple on the map. One thing you're going to notice when we come back on Monday, we're going to have a lot more purple on this map. It's going to be really, really hot out there. Temperatures mostly here in the 90s, a few upper 80s into the mountains here. We'll call this fairly seasonal, maybe a few degrees above normal for this time of year. Looking at your regional perspective here, 94 in Memphis and Nashville. The extreme heat really starts to kick in. Look, notice there off toward our east there, 100 degrees in Charlotte and in Columbia, 97 in Savannah and Jacksonville. So the heat's going to start previewing there first and then kind of expand its presence across the southeast as we go into the early portion of next week. Here's the next 7 days. You'll see what I'm talking about here. We got 94 tomorrow, 96 on Sunday, 97 on Monday, and we're flirting with the century mark going into Tuesday and Wednesday next week. So again, I'm expecting heat advisories maybe as soon as Sunday. But definitely on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it's going to be pretty bad. But then the rain chances come out. With that cold front coming at us, we'll see those thunderstorms there on Thursday and Friday. And Friday's temperature may even be cooler than that. But we'll go with 93 for right now, just kind of depending on where that front sets up. And the rain chances obviously going toward the end of next week. But got a heat wave coming at us, but it looks like it'll be something that'll be fairly short-lived. It's not camping out and being stuck for a while. That's the good news. But the bad news, we got to deal with those extreme temperatures. So make sure you're checking on the elderly. Make sure that they're going to be ready, prepared for the hot weather coming in this week. The pets, obviously, make sure they've got plenty of water. Don't leave them out in the heat for too length of time. You can bring them in if you can. But if they are outdoor pets, just make sure that they've got a place to get out of the heat, shade, and make sure they got plenty of water. And again, check on those HVACs. Check on your air conditioning units to get yourself ready for the hot temperatures moving in for next week. All right, that's y'all's update again. Y'all make sure you give a like here on the Talking Live broadcast channel Facebook page. Make sure you follow along here. And I got some interesting discussions and crosstalks there with Lamar here on the channel. And as always, you can always find me over there on the North Georgia Majestic Weather Facebook page. You can always message me there if you ever have a weather-related question. I'm more than happy to answer it for you. All right, that's y'all's update for today. You guys take it easy, be good, stay safe, and we'll see you next week. You guys have a great weekend. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.